Oh, look at that. I just like toggled on and off something real quick. And looks like it worked. Oh, did we lose YouTube? Oh yeah, it restarted. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Aha, it looks like YouTube is the slower streaming platform, you guys. Aha. Yeah, it looks like YouTube is now the slower platform. You know what's funny is that when I first started multi-streaming, I like bragged about if you want to watch the stream in real time to watch it on YouTube, but now like Twitch has, I think, surpassed YouTube in terms of latency. Okay, that should be fixed. Yeah, let me delete this one. Yeah, whatever it did work. Unfortunately, it like turned everything off and on real quick. Careful. Don't run over my new headphones, Zozo. Okay. Everything should be better now. Okay. How's your Friday night going so far, Mason? Zozo, what colors did you want? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Turn the light on. Yeah, just hold on. I have to. Blue, and this one you want red. No, just those two sides. Just those two sides. Because we don't want those shining on us. It doesn't look good. For the cameras, at least. Woo! Yo, what's up, Nate? The stream, I had to restart the stream. Chat was acting up. Yes. It was a big yawn. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Anyways, Nate, what'd you have for dinner tonight? Check, 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 check. Okay, shall we get into playing some Mario? You had Pizza Hut, Nate? Nice. Watch. It goes like this. McDonald's, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. McDonald's, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. So how does your version go? Okay. All right. So how's it go? We had. That's cringe, bro.
Yeah.
They changed it. It's cringe. It goes. So her version goes. What she learned in kindergarten. They changed it, dude. So now it's McDonald's, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, and a Pizza Hut. All right, you sing it now, Zozo. Chick-fil-A and a Pizza Hut. Chick-fil-A and a Pizza Hut. Oh, I gotta go now, Zozo. Alright, take your baby with you. Take your shopping cart and the baby. It's a stroller. Take the rubber brush too. For dinner we had suited Danya or Danya. Japanese food. Donald Duck picked his butt all the way to Pizza Hut. McDonald's, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. McDonald's, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. Hold on, give me 1 second. Sorry, just realized my mic was muted. Anyways, the agenda tonight is Super Mario Bros. 2. If we got time, then Call of Duty on the DS. Ooh, Kentucky Fried Chicken! Chicken for you and me. The audio's glitchy. The game audio, you're saying? Can we get some confirmations in chat? Ah, yes, I hear it too. Thank you. Okay, how is the game audio now? It's good. Okay, so I fixed it. Awesome, possum. Should we just listen to this music all night? What do you guys think? I'd rather want to hear selections of Mario Galaxy soundtrack all night. Yeah, dude. Galaxy has got some good music, huh? Who are we playing as? Mario or Luigi, huh? Which one? Peach, as I always did, flip a coin. What are the different attributes? What does Peach have that's always good? Isn't there like one of the characters more handicapped than the others? Was that Peach or Mario? Or was it Luigi? Different jumps. Now let's try Peach. Why not? Oh, that floating is OP. Yeah, I was gonna say, last time we played, I think I just played through Mario the whole time. I think they could lift things at different speeds too. Okay. I mean, she feels pretty good, honestly. Oh. What are you guys' thoughts on the Final Fantasy franchise? You guys like it? Whoa, that was cool. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, this Mario All-Star version is pretty fun. It's cool. Never played it. One of my favorite franchises, so sure I do. Three different things. Not sure how that was a good one. What? How? What does that mean, bro? Also, let's ear rape. I'll be back, okay? Yeah, I'm currently working on 7. Oh my gosh. the original 7, not like the remake. And it's my first. It's my first Final Fantasy VII game I've really been trying to play through. The reason why I'm choosing 7 as my first Final Fantasy game to play through is because I don't know. I guess to me, I sort of look at it like Ocarina of Time. You know, I'm very much a person that like I think there's an order of things should be listened to, or in video games like played, right? So I just think of this, right? Like I think of like when I'm introducing somebody to like a band, I never introduce them in the order of their most recent album or even like the earliest album, like chronological order. I actually introduce bands more so in the sense of, there we go, when the band sounds like the band they like sounds like them the most, like when the album represents them the most or their peak. It's like when you think of that band, like, oh, this is the most, like Metallica, right? So I think of like when I introduce Metallica, I have people listen to like Master of Puppets, right? And then I go like I think you generally one or two routes, either Ride the Lightning or the Black Album. Black Album is almost like kind of rock, so it's kind of like, yeah. Dang it. I keep freaking up this part, man. Yeah, she can't jump that high, it seems. But like, it's sort of like the same way you would like introduce Star Wars. Like because it's viewed like 4, 5, like most people like have viewed Star Wars 4, 5, 6. That's generally recommendations. Like you show somebody Star Wars, you have them watch 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3. You know, just arbitrarily have them watch like 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6 if it's their first time. So, sort of like, that's sort of what I mean, like, by music. It's like, you want to introduce albums in, like, the right order that helps people, like, understand the band. And so for video games, I'm very much the same way. It's like, my first, like, for Zelda, having so far in Zelda's history, after everything has come out and like the way things are now, I still would recommend everybody's first game to try out Zelda should be like Zelda on the 64 and then go from there. Yeah, imagine introducing Pantera with that mediocre early power metal stuff. Exactly. Power metal! But anyways, you guys get my point, my drift? Understand the point I'm trying to make? So, Final Fantasy VII, I believe, and I've also been like told by other people, is that like that should be the first Final Fantasy game people should play. I've also been told that Final Fantasy X is another great contender as a first Final Fantasy game to play. So I actually think after 7, I'm gonna play in that recommendation of order. Like some people say you should play 7, then 10, and then I forget after 10. Like what some people say like is a good like order to play through. Final Fantasy X is my favorite Final Fantasy still. I play it, and I played it way later, only 5 years ago or so. Okay, wow. Whew. Is 10 also one of the Final Fantasies that has like like is there 10 2? Or is that 11? What am I thinking that has like 2? It has like 1 and 2. Is that 10? 10 1, 10 2? Yo. What the frick? Yo. Is this really the way you have to get up with Peach? Can she really not make those obstacles? Are you gonna be kidding me, bro? Ten 2 was a weird game that I enjoyed, but had very little to actually do with 10. Oh, no, you could jump like this. Okay, I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. Just floating over these boys. '11 was my first MMO, which I also love, but can't be compared with anything else. Now when you say first MMO, you mean like ever played, right? Or do you mean your first Final Fantasy MMO? Because was it 11 and 14 of the two MMOs? What's the most current Final Fantasy MMO? Is it 14? Anyways. 11 to 14 MMOs. Okay. And what do you mean by first MMO? You mean actually before WoW or EverQuest, right? Like, period? I played 10 or 11 before WoW came out, and then played some more a while later. Okay. Got him. Woo! Oh man. Woo! What kind of pizza did you get from Pizza Hut tonight, Nate? I played, let's see. I played 14 1.02 before it was rebuilt from the ground up again for a while later. If I had time to actually play an MMO again, I would at least finish the main story of 14 the expansions. Nice. And I'm assuming the actual 11, so if I ever wanted to play 11, the actual servers are dead, but I'm guessing just like WoW, private servers still exist, right? So I have Final Fantasy 7 on I think a few different platforms. I have Final Fantasy 7 on the Switch. I have it on Steam. I think I also own it on PS4, maybe. Oh. And then obviously an actual PS1 version, but on the Switch version they have this option to like I guess it's cheats, but it's like there's three different things you can do. You can double time the speed of the game. You can make it so uh you don't like you basically can get out of fights. So like as you're walking through areas, it doesn't go and then bring you into a fight. And then the third thing is that you can play with you constantly play with the breakers. Always whatever it is. The specials with everybody in your squad, right? Breaker. Right? Is that what's called, the breaker? And to be honest, I've been playing most of the game that way. Not on the times two speed walking, but basically like I know it sounds bad on a surface level, but playing at older style RPG games in 2024 of like arbitrary grinding and running into like enemies, and then it's like most of the game is just like, or half of the game is like like avoiding enemies so you can just like get somewhere. I think those things are quality of life update because again, I think playing a game like that in 2024 is really annoying where like especially if you're like a adult in their 30s with a full-time job, it's like having to like die over and over again, fight through enemies over and over again, annoyingly like get pulled into fights or just keep dying like fighting people. It's like I just want to play the game. I want to play the story. And it's like if we take out the arbitrary old style way of like doing RPGs, it kind of makes it more enjoyable. I think a lot of people would see that as sort of like a Game Shark, like it's a cheat. It's like playing James Bond like with invincibility on, but like I don't know if I would like actually compare the two like that. It's almost kind of like playing Elder Scrolls with like where you can pin your quest. You see, I think Old Head Elder Scrolls players would be like, I had to play Daggerfall and Morrowind, and there was no quest markers. We had to search high and low for NPCs and arbitrarily get lost in cities and not and walk around and die a bunch of times trying to find the right place. And to me it's kind of like sometimes that stuff kind of gives off of like, I had to walk 15 miles through snow to get to school when I was your age. It's like, I don't fully see it as cheating. I just see it as like creating the game in such a way where like you could just trim the excess BS off and then like play the game, if that makes sense. Remember Birdo's ear rape scream and Doki Doki Panic? I think so. Nope, it's still active on PC. Can't play on PS2 anymore though. Okay, okay, that makes sense. What is Birdo doing, dude? Holy crap, shoot. Ugh. Ugh. We're on 2-2. Ho ho ho! Oops. Woo! Oh no. I was watching this video today that apparently, like, years after the fact, a lot of, like, people came out saying that, like, Donkey Kong 64 was the game to kill that style of 3D platformers. And I was just like, what? So, like, that's the, like, abstract, right? And at first I was like, I don't even need to hear the case, but to be like, it's still BS, like, that didn't kill 3D platformers. But I guess, like, some of the points they made was that, like, DK64, I think one thing that was, like, way too many, collectibles, I guess, was one of the things they said was kind of the overkill with like platformers, right? And Donkey Kong 64 was like guilty of that. So just way too much of that. Way too many like minigame puzzles. And way too much backtracking. So that was the case they made for some of the elements to the argument. Actually, we can play the video in a little bit too. It's actually a short video. So I think during the stream I'm gonna pull it up. I'd like to show it to you guys. And you guys can let me know if you agree or disagree with the take on it. I thought it was interesting. But from my personal experience, I didn't know anybody that ever said Donkey Kong 64 was like the 3D platformer killer. Woo! Anyways, let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back in a few minutes, alright, you guys? Okay. Alright, let's try something. Okay, check this out. I need to show you guys this video. Why people hate Donkey Kong 64. It's about 9 minutes.
If they repeated, I don't know if any game in history has been received with such public and critical acclaim, only for it to be hated and loathed years after its release. When DK64 released in 1999, it was applauded by critics, with them praising its length, number of collectibles, and gameplay
Watching this at
mechanics,
1.25
with IGN
speed.
saying, "This is Rare's War and Peace. It's that simple." These days, when there's a conversation about DK64, it's usually about how much people hate the game and nothing else. The hate has grown so strong in recent years that some developers say that DK64 is to blame for the death of the 3D platform genre as a whole. And as someone who loved the game as a kid and has never replayed it as an adult, I was curious to why this game received so much hate. So I did a little research and
love the game,
ended up
bro.
coming away with 3 main reasons. It has too many collectibles, the character switching mechanic pads out the game, and the minigames are repeated too often. Now that I have my reasons, I wanted to put them to the test, and see once and for all if the haters were right. So that's what I did. Join me now as I break down DK64 in each of these 3 categories. So the first category I looked at was the too many collectibles critique. I did this by counting every collectible in DK64 that counts towards 100% completion of the game. I then took 3 other 3D platformers and did the same thing, to get a sort of baseline I could compare DK64 to. Those 3 games were Banjo-Tooie, Mario 64, and Mario Odyssey. Absolute staples in the 3D platforming genre.
I can't stand that he says it Mario.
If Donkey Kong 64 had a comparable number of collectibles to these games, then we could probably put the too many collectibles critique to rest. But if it had a substantial amount more, then maybe the haters were right after all. So let's get into it, starting first with Banjo-Tooie. Banjo-Tooie has a total of 1,104 collectibles, 45 Jinjos, 18 Globos, 1 Mega Globo, 25 Cheeto pages, 900 notes, 90 Jickeys, and 25 extra honeycomb pieces. Mario 64 has a total of 1,798 total collectibles, 120 Power Stars, 2 keys, 176 red coins, and 1,500 regular coins. There are actually 2,672 coins in the game, but you only need 1,500 of them to complete it. Mario Odyssey has 2,082 collectibles in the game, 999 moons, 1,000 purple coins, 40 outfits, and 43 souvenirs. And finally, we've come to DK64. I hope you're ready for this. Donkey Kong 64 has 3,500 color bananas, 201 golden bananas, 10 battle crowns, 20 banana fairies, 40 blueprints, 40 banana medals, 8 boss keys, 1 Nintendo coin, and 1 Rareware coin, for a grand total of 3,821 total collectibles. That is almost double Mario Odyssey's total of 2,082, which is the next closest game to DK64. Donkey Kong 64's 3,500 color bananas alone beat out Tooie's, and Odyssey's, and Mario 64's total number of collectibles, which honestly just blows my mind. If you think the sample size here is too low and this doesn't convince you, listen to this. Donkey Kong 64 holds a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most collectibles in a 3D platformer in history. Yeah, I think saying this game has too many collectibles is an understatement. Give the haters a point on this one. So the next critique I looked at was the character switching mechanic. If you're unaware of how this works, every collectible in the game is color-coded, and only the Kong with the same corresponding color can pick up that collectible. So if there's a red banana, for example, only Diddy can pick it up, but he can't pick up any other color. And with there being 5 different Kongs the player can choose from, that means there's 5 different sets of color collectibles that each Kong has to collect separately. And this leads to situations where you'll be playing as one Kong and come across collectibles meant for a different Kong that you can't pick up. So you have to go back to the character switch barrel, change to the correct Kong, and go all the way back to where you previously were to pick up those items. Naturally, this leads to a lot of backtracking. It makes levels feel longer than they should, because you're always retreading the same ground. So, I wanted to figure out exactly how much time is spent backtracking in a level, to see if this complaint was valid or not. So what I did was track the movement of each Kong in a 100% completion run of the game's first world, Jungle Japes. I did this by literally drawing each Kong's path on a map of Jungle Japes, so I could keep track of where each Kong had been. Anytime a Kong would go to an area where a different Kong had already been, I would start a timer, and time them until they entered a new area where no Kong had previously entered. I then added all the instances of this occurring throughout the level for each Kong until I had a total time spent backtracking for Jungle Japes. It took 71 minutes to 100% Jungle Japes. 25 minutes and 34 seconds of that 71 minutes was spent backtracking. So 36% of the time spent in Jungle Japes was dedicated solely towards backtracking. 36% of the level is just going back to areas you've already been to. In fact, there are only 3 areas in the entire level that you don't go to more than once. This mining area, this beehive, and this lake. Every other area in the level you go to at least more than once. And remember, this is just the...
This comparison doesn't make sense. The ease of collectibles varies widely. In some, like musical notes in Kazooie, you get multiple next to each other, right?
first world in the game. Some of the later worlds in Donkey Kong 64 get incredibly complex, meaning that this backtracking percentage would probably skyrocket in later levels like Fungi Forest or Crystal Caves. So I would call character switching padding out the length of the game a valid criticism. Okay, so the final critique we're going to look at is the minigames are repeated too often. For this, I took a look at all 54 barrel stage minigames to see how often they were repeated. If they repeated, I counted how many times they did, and then I ordered them from least repeated minigames to the most repeated. Okay, so let's get into it, starting with the least repeated. Stash Snatch is only played once. Mad Maze Mall, Speedy Swing Sortie, Splish Splash Salvage, and Stealthy Snoop are all played 2 times. Minecart Mayhem, Minecart Ride, and Busy Barrel Barrage are played 3 times. Peril Path Panic, Teetering Turtle Trouble, Batty Barrel Bandit, and Beaver Brother have to be played 4 times. And Big Bug Bash, Kremlin Kosh, Crazy Kong Clamor, and Searchlight Seek are all played 5 effing times. I don't know if you noticed, but the only minigame not repeated was Stash Snatch. Out of 54 total minigames, there is only 1 that is original. Out of the 54 minigames, only 13 of them are actually different. Looking at this, I don't think there's any doubt that the minigames are repeated too often. I can see replaying a minigame once or twice, but 3 or 4 times is just too many. And speaking of too many, that's another complaint about the minigames, is that there's just too many of them. So I already mentioned that there's 54 barrel stage minigames, but what I didn't mention is that there's other minigames. There are 10 Hideout Hell minigames, 10 Battle Arena minigames, and 7 race minigames, which adds up to 81 in total. And just to show you how absurd that number is, I compared it to the total number of minigames in every...
Also, I think another response is like, so what? So what if there's a lot? If you're just trying to hurry up and play through your backlog, yeah, then this game is fucking annoying. But if you're a kid, or anybody who doesn't, like, really have a lot of games to play, and you want to, like, get the most out of one game, like, then you enjoy it. It's fun. You're like, I don't care if it's a lot. I don't care if it's a lot of backtracking. I like this game. I don't want to play another game right now, so I'm down for more time invested in this game. Like, there's just a reality. It's like, you know, like people talk about in Skyrim. Is it like, some people don't mind walking from quest to quest. Some people, like, play Skyrim without fast traveling because they thoroughly enjoy walking through the world. Like, there's just a reality. It's like, okay, like I don't think anybody's arguing all these things. It's like, what is the argument? Like, okay, so all these things are true. Like, does that make it a bad game? Like, to who though? Like, your opinion, bro.
Every mainline Mario Party game. And only 3 Mario Parties have more minigames than Donkey Kong 64. Donkey Kong 64 has more minigames than games based around minigame compilations. That really is the story of Donkey Kong 64 though, isn't it? Too much. Too many collectibles, too much backtracking, and too many minigames. But if you're a gamer that likes that sort of thing, then Donkey Kong 64 is a dream come true. And if you don't, it's an absolute nightmare. I can really see both sides. I just hope with this video, I was able to highlight exactly what makes people hate Donkey Kong 64.
I mean, I suppose, but there's a lot of people in the comments are like, so this guy right here, my original Banjo-Kazooie file is like 58 hours and not 100. We're playing it now 100% and it's like 8 to 9 hours, right? Let's see what the comments say. I never knew people hated the game. I always loved it. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm like, are we just like trying to create something out of nothing, right? Like all these people that hate the game, it's like, are we like are people just trying to like make something out of something that's not there? You know, um, as an adult, I can definitely recognize all the problems with this game. But playing as a kid, it was magical to have the game that never ended. The guy from Boundary Break, or the channel Boundary Break, actually commented, I still argue DK64 did not kill the genre. I think it was a combination of AAA studios drifting away from them and AA studios flooding them with unmarketable characters and unpolished gameplay. It created market data during the GameCube PS2 era that publishers read into too closely. Yeah, that comment has a lot of warrant. A lot of AA studios trying to bank on like big platformers, and it's like, sure, maybe there's oversaturation of stuff, you know. Yeah, everybody's like, I've never heard anybody say that. I've never heard anybody say that. It's like, what are you? Where are you going to? Fringe subreddits and forums, and then like seeing what they say about it. And here's the thing too. I'm sure there's people that hate the game, just like any game is hated. DK64 was cool, but to me it was never a game I had any desire to play at any point. One playthrough is all I needed. Yo, what up, CJ? Good to see you, bro. I only played DK64 once. Well, I'm sorry, no, I played it a bunch from like different people had it. I never owned it growing up. We rented it at Blockbuster and basically like got like 80% of the way through and then, you know, returned it cuz I don't know, like growing up my mom and dad like never let us get games unless they were like special occasions. So by the time another special occasion came around, we like chose a different game, but never owned it. I owned it now as an adult for collecting, but I remember enjoying it at the time because I was a huge fan of Banjo Kazooie. So when this came out, I was like, "Whoa, yeah! This feels just like Banjo Kazooie." Those dang coins were a nightmare to obtain as well. Yeah, gosh, the way he was talking about it and talking about how the bananas, like you gotta like you're going down a hallway and you're like, okay, these are all blue. Okay, I got to go back and get was it Crazy Kong or whatever his name is, and you got to remember where everything is at. Then you got to go back and change your character, and then come back again. Yeah, that backtracking sounds normal. That's actually that sounds horrible. That's actually one thing I hated about Tui. Like, actually, you know what's funny is that like I'm not a huge fan of Banjo Tooie. And in my opinion, in Banjo Tooie, they kind of went the route of like Donkey Kong 64, where it was just like there's just way too much. I think Banjo Tooie kind of got the DK64 bug, where it's like let's just add a crap ton of stuff. Basically, it's like whatever was in Banjo Kazooie, let's just add way more of it. Give the people what they want, even if it's arbitrary. Oh damn! I got an ad. I'll wait for you, bro. I'll wait for you. Ugh. Their ads are getting worse, bro. On Twitch. Ugh. Boy. Ugh. Okay, let's go. We're not gonna beat this tonight. Way too much to do in this game. Oh my gosh, bro. Dude, are these the flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz? Wait, what the fuck is up with the save state? Wait, what? What the heck, bro? What the frick happened? Hold up. What the frick? Yo, what? Oh my gosh, we're back here, but... Oh my gosh. Bro, there's no... How do you freaking do that? There we go. Games I owned: Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Diddy Kong, Turok. Turok's such a great game, bro. I'm sad that IP died. Mario Kart 4? MK4. GoldenEye, Star Fox, Yoshi's Story, Banjo-Kazooie, Ocarina of Time, Snap, Mario Party 1 through 3, Mario Golf, Wave Race. Wave Race! Super Smash, DK64. Nice. Here we go. Back where we're supposed to be. CJ, what games are you playing through right now? Come on, man. Woo, boy. Dude! Come on. How, boys? Pokemon Stadium, Vigilante 8, Mario Tennis, Hey Pikachu, Pokemon Stadium 2, South Park, Conquer, Dr. Mario 64, Namco Museum 64, Miss Pac-Man, Maze Madness. Been playing a lot of fighting games lately, but the last game I was playing through was Blue Dragon on the 360. Oh, okay, sweet. Dude, I think my 360 died, man. I got it out last week, trying to play some stuff that's not backwards compatible on my Xbox One. And now I just get a message that, like, Xbox is overheating to, like, wait until it cools down and then it will allow you to play again. And there's nothing obstructed, so I'm gonna get an air gun, blow it out. Some people recommend that. People say the repaste or rethermal the CPU. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that right now. I think I'll probably keep it and then try that like fix if I need to. If blowing all the dust out doesn't work, but if not, then I think I'm gonna buy another 360. It's my 360S, by the way, not the OG 360. I have two 360s. I have the OG 360, which the white one, and it got the red ring of death twice. Happened the first time, did the fix. Happened again, I was like, I can either pay somebody $40 to fix it, or spend $40 and get the Xbox 360S with a bundle of games used from GameStop for the same price. And the 360S will have the corrections made so it won't get the red ring of death again. So ended up getting the 360S. So I never threw out my 360 when I got the red ring of death the second time. I just held on to it in case I ever was interested in trying to fix it myself for the third time. So kind of the same situation for my 360S. I'll probably hold on to it. And if that blowing it out doesn't work, then and you gotta like rethermal the CPU or something, then I'll try that as like a little hobby. But yeah, if it doesn't work, I'm probably gonna buy a 360E. Might as well have one of each. That's devastating. Yeah, I was so pissed. I was like, it's just been in storage, so like nothing is like weird's happened to it. It was like, well, here's what happened. I got the 360S in 2016, because that's when my 360 died the second time with the ring of death. Played it, no problem. Everything is kept in pretty pristine condition. Like everything is like well treated. Like I've never like been a slob with handling any of my stuff. They got the Xbox One. I was like, well, I really don't need to play much of my 360 anymore, so I'll put it away. So what do? I put it away like in a closet. Kept away from like sunlight and exposure, and wear and tear. Then I get it out all these years later, trying to boot it up to play some stuff that's not backwards compatible on the Xbox One. Running this crap. Games I rented: F-Zero X, Snowboard Kids, Banjo-Tooie, Kirby 64. Dude, Snowboard Kids is actually a really good game. Ugh. Mistwalker made some of the best RPGs on the oddest of places. Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey, and The Last Story. I'll have to check it out. I know Blue Dragon. I remember like seeing it in like Best Buy like back in the day. And that the cover art looked really cool. They made a Snowboard Kids 2 that I never tried. Who had it, dude? We played it. Was it Kyle? You owned the first one. We played the crap out of that. Remember we played the secret courses? I think even your sister played with us. I gotta be honest, dude. The first time I played Snowboard Kids, I was like, this game's pissing me off. All the characters look very punchable. Like, they're all really goofy. I just like, this is so lame, dude. I just want to punch every single character in this game. I want to punch every single character in this game, dude. That's how it made me feel. And then, after a week, I'm like, I'm obsessed. I want this game. I never owned it. I borrowed it from Kyle and got it like 100%. And then I remember playing it at your house. Like, I helped you, like, unlock the secret levels, which are like weird because it's like a lot of those levels are like you're snowboarding on like random terrain and roads. There's like no snow. It's like brick. They're like, yeah, like one of these one of like the levels was like a town with like bricks for like the roads there. It's the big noses. Oh, dude, that's probably it. That pissed me off. I was like, oh, God, it's making me so angry looking at them. Apparently there was even a third one for the 3DS. Dude, yeah, they did like weird sequels on the 3DS, didn't they? There was like a Pilot Wings. Yeah, wasn't there like a Wii Sports Resort / Pilot Wings or something? Or it was like Pilot Wings but you use like your Mii character? Or something weird. Does anybody remember that? Yeah, they did release a lot of like sequels on the 3DS. Like, it's like, what? I mean, it's true, right? I mean, dude, freaking Luigi's Mansion 2 was on the 3DS originally. Here we go. Alright, folks. When's the Switch 2 coming out? Apparently there's rumors of a Nintendo Direct later this month. There's like 1 week left. Yeah, rumors of a Nintendo Direct this month. Will this be when they announce the Switch 2? I mean, who knows what's actually going to be called? The Switch successor, which is going to be backwards compatible. From what we know, what's leaked, it is backwards compatible and can play all of your Switch games in higher like visual fidelity, like high resolution and frame rate, kind of like what the Xbox Series X, I'm sorry, Xbox One X or Series X does to your Xbox One and your Xbox 360 games, right? And your OG Xbox games. Resolution multiplier, and some games are actually FPS unlocked. So apparently, the Switch successor, it leaked that like it could play Breath of the Wild in like 4K 60, which is cool. You know, it's impressive for if it's another like Samsung tablet-based thing. I mean, it's so funny, like, the Wii U emulator, Cemu, can play Breath of the Wild up to 10K resolution and 240 FPS. So if you compare, like... So that's impressive. That's, like... And it looks... It's so funny, like... The Wii U emulator, like, will make games look better than, like, the actual Switch, like, successor. Come on, what the slippery ass peach, bro? Get your... But yes, if they do that whole Nintendo Switch, like, you know, Nintendo Switch, you know, where you can actually, like, I'm actually curious. Do you think the Switch successor is going to be, like, an actual Switch, like, hybrid console? Or are they going to go back to, like, an actual console? Oh my gosh. Could you imagine that? So that's another question I have. And then, yeah. But yes, so I will say, yeah, so emulation, it's like, that's probably a bad thing to compare to, because emulation's always going to be way better, even than, like, HD remakes. That's, like, the joke is that, like, dude, when, like, HD remakes come out, you know, like, Zelda, was it Wind Waker, and, like, Twilight Princess came out, it's like, yeah, it can now play in 1080p, and, you know, there's some texture updates. It's like, bro, like... That's like not even impressive compared to like what like Cemu can do. But it's impressive from what is expected of an actual like, you know, what a console can actually do. Are you worried about the potential price? Nah. I mean, I'm a huge Nintendo fan, so I don't give a shit if it's $700. I'm gonna buy it. I wouldn't be mad if it was a dedicated home console. I hardly ever play my Switch outside my home anyways. Yeah, what if... Dude, CJ, what if they went back to, like... a two-console... a two-console thing again. Where they have a handheld parallel their... a home console. You know, like, how they were doing for years? They move away from the hybrid thing again, and then they go back to, like... home console, handheld, paralleling. It's already been the longest they've gone without a console. I think it will be the 3DS to the DS. Oh. I love that. I love the Wii U 3DS era, dude. This is gonna be a lot of people go like make a stank face when I say this, but I generally loved I love the Wii U better than the Switch. You tell it to most people and they're like, "What? How?" The Switch is more capable and better all around. Everything you love on the Wii U is on the Switch. I'm like, man, the Wii U had character, bro. Wii U had character. Plus, all those like Switch games that you're enjoying, those are Wii U ports, bro. But I tell everybody, I'm like, dude, I played the crap out of Mario Kart 8 when it was on the Wii U. So when it's like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's like, man, I already have all the DLC and all the tracks and everything, bro, already on the Wii U. The motivation to get it again on the Switch was it just so that like all my friends who like got a Switch, we can all play, because nobody was going around. No one was buying Wii U's. None of my friends were, so it was like a lot of these games I got just so I could play with people. But yeah, I'm still pissed, bro. I swear, if they don't launch a Mario Kart 9 and they announce the Switch successor before Mario Kart 9, bro, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't give a crap about all that Wave DLC, bro. That's just like extra, that's just extra crap on Mario Kart 8, bro. That ain't Mario Kart 9. You ain't off the hook. I'm gonna go down to Nintendo. I'm gonna go talk to Mr. Nintendo myself. What are you thinking, bro? Where's that Mario Kart 9 at? Did you guys hear? Did you guys get the Nintendo email that they're gonna discontinue Pocket Camp? You know, the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp? Whoa. Damn, Peach, chill out. Oh, man. Whoa, whoa. Dude, this Red Birdo, you're pissing me off. Holy moly. One more. One more. There we go. And don't you fall off. Remember when everyone was generally hyped for amiibos? That was the Wii U 3DS era. Good ass times. Yep. Getting the amiibos was cutthroat, but man, I'm fond of those eras, dude. That was just a yeah, good era, man. Half the reason I got a Wii U was for Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and it is still incredible. It didn't need any upgrades for the Switch version it finally got. Man, the Wii U is actually a sad story, bro. It's like I after all the videos, and I'm sure you guys have all heard, the Wii U's success, or I guess non-success was, or failure was based. It's all marketing. You realize that the Wii U failed from marketing. It had nothing to do with like hardware, library. It was all marketing. It was they kept the Wii U. They kept the name Wii in it because they were like, the Wii is a best-selling console we've ever had. They pulled the Genesis, dude, with the CD and the 32X, man. They're like, how do we keep this alive mentality. Everybody and their aunt, everybody and their mom, dude, had a Wii, bro. Even if it was just the Wii with sports bundled, everyone had it. Best selling console, bro. So what do? They go, we want those same people that bought a Wii for those reasons to come over and buy a Wii U. And guess what happened? They go, but I don't. Why do I need a Wii U? I already have a Wii. Obviously, we all know like that's that's not the same thing, bro. Yes, it's got the name Wii in it, but obviously you can't explain that to a bunch of like parents and grandparents who like already have a Wii. Like they're not gonna care about that, like the details of the nuance. Like, wait, no, I get it. It's got the Wii in it, but it's not the same console. Ah, I already got a Wii. I don't need it. So Nintendo lost all those people, and then there was a lot of people during that era that bought 360s and PS3s and didn't get the Wii because they were like, it's a gimmick, it's a child's toy. If I seriously, it's like most people were like, yeah, I loved like Wii Sports boxing. It's like, dude, it's like putting the hardware to the test. So cool, so cool. And then everybody found out like, oh, you mean I actually have to play Skyward Sword or Twilight Princess, and I can't just comfortably play with the controller on my couch? I have to actually like sit standing up. I have to sit. I have to sit right in front of my TV, good posture. Hands not rested. Kind of had to be up because of the sensor bar. So you're not, so I have to play all of Twilight Princess, Mario Galaxy, like sitting my ass straight up like this. I was on the couch like this. I literally most of the time I had to sit like this. It's like, bro. And guess what happened? A lot of people were like, I don't want a Wii. A lot of gamers were like, I'm not getting a Wii. So guess what? Nintendo killed themselves on both fronts. They got neither the casuals, the grandmas and the aunts, your parents, grandparents who got the Wii, and they also didn't get the gamers. They destroyed themselves on two fronts. They couldn't get either that clientele because on the Wii we mostly got the casual clientele. The Wii U, they destroyed all possible relations with both clientele. You know why? Because it was marketing. It's like it wasn't just another Wii, and this time it was not just a gimmick. But you couldn't explain that to any gamer, and you couldn't explain that to the casuals. So they like, it's like they got kicked. It's like Nintendo got kicked in the nuts and then got toe punted in the butthole. You got kicked on both sides. That's why the Wii U flopped. Pocket Camp kept me sane when I was working nights during that time. So it at least knows that even the dumbest can do 1 plus 1. PS3 comes after PS2. Yep. Oh, Mason. Let's not trigger Mason with the names. That's like one of the things that Mason hates about Nintendo. Is Nintendo's naming thing. Yo, Squishy Lemon, what's up? Welcome to my TED Talk, bro. Yeah, what the frick? Wait, what? What? The frick happened, man? Why are we back here? Ah. We would like to play. What was Nintendo Wii's beta name? Project name Nintendo Revolution, right? Dude, I remember like during the N64 when I had N64 and a Dreamcast, and just hearing about Nintendo Dolphin at the time, I was like, damn, what's Nintendo Dolphin gonna be like? Ugh. Were there any killer titles to sell the Wii U though? The Switch came out swinging with Breath of the Wild and Galaxy. Oh, you mean Odyssey? So here's the thing. Breath of the Wild was launched both on the Wii U and the Switch, just like Twilight Princess was both the GameCube and the Wii. Um, let's see. Odyssey was good for the Switch. Although not a launch game, it was like a quarter four game. Um, Wii U had Mario Kart 8. It had now killer titles. No, I don't think anything killer. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of stuff like I never got into that was people loved like Pokken Tournament and like wasn't there like the Xenoblade games on the Wii U? Didn't they launch them on the Wii U or no? Maybe wasn't there some Monster Hunter exclusive on the Wii U? I can't remember. But so I love so Mario Kart 8, New Super Mario Bros. Uh, Wii U. Now these are all Mario IPs. Ugh. What else? Toad Treasure Tracker, Yoshi's Woolly World. These are all exclusives. Are they killers? No, but Mario Kart 8 is probably their best selling game. That's right. Splatoon. Yep. Xenoblade Chronicles X is the only flagship Wii U game that hasn't been party. Let's see, ported. I remember at least wanting Wii U only for Splatoon. You know what's funny? I'm actually playing Splatoon right now on the Wii U. Well, not like right now. I'm literally playing Super Mario Bros. 2, but in the living room, I'm actually like I'm playing through like the offline like I don't know if it's a campaign because obviously there's no more online services, but I'm actually playing through the first Splatoon game right now. It's kind of fun. Xenoblade Chronicles X was incredible. They needed launch titles though. I didn't know anything about it at launch. I got a Wii U Christmas 2015. I watched E3 2012 in the summer, but I didn't play games from like 2012 until like 2015. So I didn't know anything about the Wii U, which is funny because then when I bought the Wii U, I didn't know any of this. I like went into the Wii U like raw, like, oh, this is so cool. Only to watch YouTube videos like a year or two later, and it's like, the Wii U did terrible. I was like, what? I loved it. To this day, I still have never played a Splatoon game. We never got a Wii U. Well, you could play 2 and 3. Obviously, for 1, you gotta get a Wii U or emulation, but we don't condone piracy because we don't know who's listening. Nintendo's gonna come into the chat. Um, but yeah, you could play 2 and 3. I have 2. I have Splatoon 1 and 2. I don't have 3, though. Oh, please. Oh my gosh, I'm a fucking idiot, dude. All right, save. Let's see. I'm actually generally curious about some stuff. Let's see. The Xenosaga trilogy is my most wanted remake. Second being Shadow Hearts, both PS2 series needing re-releases. Piracy bad not, we don't do it too. Nintendo, you hear that? We hate piracy. Okay, I think they're gone. Yeah, they passed by. So in terms of Mason, kind of answer your question. Let's take a look here. We got Mario Kart 8, best selling. Super Mario 3D World, New Super Mario Bros. U. Oh yeah, Super Smash Bros. Duh. Wow, Nintendo Land sold pretty well apparently. Splatoon, Mario Maker, New Luigi U, Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker HD. Whoa. Okay, Mario Party 10. What? Holy crap. I needed to look something up because remember I was telling you about, or we were talking about Breath of the Wild being launched both on the Wii U and the Switch. On the Wii U, they sold 1.7 million copies. Or sorry, 1.70. Uh, Breath of the Wild on the Switch sold 32.05 million. Holy shit. Dude. This is why they ported a lot of stuff. You see, all these games were good. All of these games are good. That's why they ported them. Because they knew it was a marketing issue. It wasn't a library issue. And you could tell because guess what happened? They ported to the Switch when everybody knows about the Switch. Nobody knew what the fucking Wii U was. Nobody wanted it. But everybody was aware of the Switch. Everybody wanted the Switch. So guess what? They're like, oh shit, we better like port all the stuff that was on the Wii U over the Switch because it'll do well because now we have everybody's attention and people are willing to buy our console. Look, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 62.90 million copies sold compared to Wii U, 8.46 million. Ooh. So every annual COD slop sells more than everything here combined. They're doing the same with the Switch 2 before it even gets out. They're basically like that's what's gonna make people. I think Nintendo's been thinking about it, and I think they've been putting a lot of thought into it. They go, okay, so we're not going to port per se everything over to the Switch 2 and rebuy it because people already got their games. We know that. We can't fool people and go, we're gonna port Mario Kart 8 Deluxe over. It'll be Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Plus, right? They're not gonna do that same thing. I mean, they might. But actually, no, they won't, because that's not how it works. The Switch 2 is backwards compatible, so what it's going to do is it's just going to play your Switch games, like, natively and play them better. It's not going to be like, a port where like they like re-release it like on the console like they did Wii U and the Switch. It's just going to play your Switch games and play it better. Like there's not going to be any more purchasing involved other than you got to purchase the console. So I think that's how they move on from here in the context of just how things have played out from Wii U to the Switch to the successor, right? Had the Switch also maybe done not well, I'm guessing the Switch successor would probably do the same thing where it's like, not many people bought the console, and so there's some great games here, but just people just don't know about it, so we're gonna port it to the next console. Whew. But I'm excited though. There are a lot of franchises, you guys, that I have not played, and Xenoblade is one of them. I really want to play it. I want to play that. I want to play Monster Hunters. There's just a lot of stuff I want to play, man. That I just like don't know anything about. I just like see all the time, and it's like I got my own like IPs and franchises that like I like gravitate towards too more, but like I want to check out stuff I've never played before. I know they're working on a Hogwarts Legacy for the Switch too. I believe it's a port. Oh, is it not already out? Hold on. Well, it seems that they did launch it on the Switch. Okay. Yeah, so the Switch 2 will probably play this thing way better. Upscale it, probably higher frame rate. Squishy, have you been playing Hogwarts Legacy at all? No, not much, to be honest. I play a little on the PS5. I kind of want to get a PS5. You know, I've not gotten a current gen console, you guys. This, ouch, just hit my heel on my chair. This generation, I have not cared for a PS5 or an Xbox. I still, my latest is a PS4 and an Xbox One S. Do you know why? Because when I got my PC in 2020, so Nintendo I'll always get, because Nintendo's gonna have always first-party exclusives. But you have to. My reason for not getting a PS5 or a Series X is that exclusives is a dying thing, bro. You want Final Fantasy? Sure. How do you want to play it? You want to play the Steam version? Do you want to play the PS5 version? Do you want to play the Xbox Series X version? And at that point, it's like, okay, then just choose how you want to play it, you know? It's like, it's just your preference of like, do you like, which ecosystem do you like? It's the same thing. But yeah, same thing with like most games now. It's like the only stuff that's not exclusive, the only stuff that's exclusive is generally like Japanese like imports or smaller like obscure titles. It's like everything that's like a big name now. It's like stuff that used to be exclusive on the PlayStation. It's now okay. Choose your preference. It's like watching my live stream. Some people like watching on YouTube, some like on Twitch. It's the same damn thing. That's how I view like multi-plat games now. It's like, you want to play on the Xbox and PS5, it's the same damn thing, bro. So for me, there was no motivation to get a PS5 or an Xbox, because it's like the amount of exclusives is like, it's like very little. So because of that, they give PC options. And with my PC being more powerful than current gen consoles, and the ability to tweak and max out graphics, and the ability to play it with a controller as I would on a console, the choice is simple. Why would I play a watered down version on the PS5 or the Xbox Series X when I could play a way better version on my PC and have the same experience? I can either look. I got my Series X controller right here. Look, this is a Series X, not Xbox One. Series X right here. That is the one thing I got from the current gen, is a Series X controller. I kind of want to get a DualSense controller, just so when it's like, you know, mostly Sony IPs, but on PC, kind of have that feel like play the game the way it's Sony intended. But do you get my point? It's like, why would I have no reason to get a Series X or a PS5 because all the major games, they're not exclusives anymore. I can play it any way I want. And with my setup, my TV in my living room is connected to this PC via Ethernet. So my TV is a fourth monitor in the living room. So like I can play from a couch comfortably with a controller. So it's like I can get the console experience on my PC. And having spent about $3,000 for this PC, it would have been unwise to also get a Series X or a PS5. You know, it's like why would I get a Call of Duty when I play on my PC? Like I have no need to like get a Xbox to play Call of Duty on my Xbox. And then now, guess what? Now that Halo is now PC and Xbox, it's like, bro, like I literally have no reason to get Xbox now. Other than to play my older Xbox games in a higher fidelity and frame rate. That's actually, I've been thinking about that. There's a few games on the PS5, but you guys need to convince me. You guys gotta tell me. You guys gotta tell me what's out there on the Xbox and the PS5, because all the main obvious AAA titles, you know, that's the stuff I'm talking about. But, you know, expand my horizons. Tell me what's out there that I should try out on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X that I can't get on the PC. If you do, PS5 is the best controller ever. Xbox Series X is okay mid. They do have dev mode, so you can play emulators, etc. Oh yeah, on the that's like the Xbox One S is like the emulation station thing everybody gets. I like the Xbox more just because I have a built-up account with achievements, games, etc. Whereas I live playing games on PS5, more haptic control. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you know, because I have the Ultimate Game Pass, most stuff that is on the console, they also make a PC version. So check it out. These are all the Xbox titles in the Game Pass that are also like, if I go boot up my Xbox One in the living room, almost all of these will be on both. So I can actually get a cheap. So here's the thing that's cool about the Xbox Game Pass. There's such thing as Play Anywhere titles, where if you play it on your console, you can pick it up again on your PC. If I come in here and play it, and then they also have two separate versions. So sometimes they have a console and a PC version, and you can get double achievements. Did you guys know that? Like, so for example, Halo Infinite is a play anywhere title, and so you share achievements whether you played the game on your PC or your Xbox One. So when I was playing through Halo Infinite, I actually would play on my on my console in the living room on a controller, and then sometimes just come in here and play mouse and keyboard the same game and pick up where I left off. That's what I like about the Game Pass Ultimate with Xbox. But yeah, a lot of stuff now, they are launching AAA titles at launch on the PC, and a lot of these PC games, so on the Xbox Ultimate, the PC variant, these also can be played with controllers too. So it's not like, you know, I'm stuck keyboard mouse if I play the same game on the Xbox Game Pass PC, you know. Almost all these games also just like can be played with a controller at your PC, which is really cool. Let me see if we catch up. Wait, you can connect a TV piece to PC via Ethernet? Does that let you play console games from your desk? Yeah, basically, here's what you do. You're going to show your dad this, Squishy. Get him on the line. Here's... Get your dad on the phone. Watch this. What is this? Here we go. I'm about to explain something that's gonna be, your dad's probably gonna know about this, but... Yeah, nowadays screen consoles are more used to feel how the game was meant to be played. PC will always be better technically. It's just something about playing games on the consoles that make it more fun. That's why I bought GTA 5 so many times, nearly every console, even though I could have just modded the PC one to look and feel like the console version, right? So check this out. You see these? There's a receiver and a sender. Does that make sense? Two boxes. One's a receiver, one's a sender. You put one box at your PC. You put the other box on the display you want to use, aka your TV, right? So this box, the sender, sits at your PC. It sends video and USB over Ethernet. Because new Ethernet standards are, they can send video and like input over Cat 5, Cat 6, Cat 7, whatever it is, over Ethernet. So basically you have the top one, the center of your computer, right? You plug in your PC right here, right? Okay, so one end goes in here, other end goes in your PC for the USB portion, right? And then you plug, and then from your PC and one of your GPU ports out, if you got the space, you plug, instead of plug into a monitor, you plug into this thing, okay? And then you plug one end of Ethernet cable here, okay? You're done. You take the receiver, go put this near the display you want, like the TV, okay? So you run this cable. We ran it under our house, out of sight, out of mind. I went with a Cat, get this, I went with a Cat 7 cable, you guys. Overkill. But do you know why? In case I ever get a 8K TV or a better PC in the future, and I want to send like more information over the Cat signal. Is that you know what I'm saying? So Cat 7 is overkill for 4K 60 and USB 2.0 and even USB 3.0. But I did Cat 7 and laid the cabling there just in case in the future I want to swap these out for senders and receivers that might support like 8K, like 120 in the future or something like that, which Cat 7 should be able to support like that much information. Okay? Alright, so then the bottom one, right, this is by your TV. You plug the other Ethernet cable, okay, into here. Now the sender and the receiver are now connected via the Ethernet, okay? This one you plugged in by your computer, you ran it under the house or up through the attic, okay? Comes out in your living room, plugs into this. This one you're going to want to power. Actually, you can power either the sender or the receiver, it doesn't matter. Okay, and now you have your HDMI cable. Now you take a cable, plug it in here, and then you plug that into your TV, okay? And then now you get two USB. This specific model has two USB 2.0 slots. So mouse, keyboard, controllers, even webcams. People say you can even connect USB hubs to these and get more out of it. We'll see. I might. I don't know if you can overload the USB or not, but and guess what? There's infrared in and out, so you can actually set up for like a remote control. So like in case you had like a media center, like you know, you use your PC as like a like Plex or something, right? And you wanted to like watch stuff with like remotes, you know, or even if it wasn't like a PC, some sort of like entertainment center that like you needed like a remote control. That's what this. You have this here too. Let's see. What I cannot believe I never knew about these. Now PS5 will be more enjoyable. I just never enjoyed them in the lounge room. Can you post that in Discord? See if I can find one for the Australia. Yeah. I'll post it under gaming. Yeah. So technically, this could also work with consoles. Not even just PCs. Because if you truly think about it, all it is just, it's receiving USB and signal from whatever device you want, extending it over a long cat cable, and then you receive it and plug it in by your TV. So that is one. So I think. Yeah, that's one way to extend your even console gameplay. Ooh. Whoa. This one is 4K USB-C. But anyways, yeah, this would be like the solution to sending stuff over long distances, you guys. Because the reality is that like you can't do really long HDMI cables. If you're in the same room, generally you can get away with really long HDMI cables. But if you're going outside of the room that you're in, it's generally not recommended. Now here's the thing. You can find any company on Amazon right now. If I go on Amazon right now, you can find anybody that'll make a 1,000-foot HDMI cable for you. But here's the one thing. They're banking on your ignorance. Because after a certain distance, there's signal degradation. You can only guarantee a resolution or frame rate up to a certain distance with DisplayPort, with USB-C, and with HDMI. So if you've ever looked at like some of your content creators, you watch like Linus Tech Tips or something, it's like, how do you get a huge projector up like hundreds of feet away? They're not using extra long HDMI cables. They're doing stuff like this. They're using USB extenders. That's how everybody does it. That's how like conference rooms, like how do you have a PC in one room and then like 3 floors up you have like a monitor or something like that, right? Or big ass rooms like even in auditoriums, like if like the PC and everything is like the controls are in the back by the booth in an auditorium, how do they get like the video all the way there? It's like it's technology like this. And no, most places aren't using wireless like receivers. Like you can, but like that's like stuff you use for like conference rooms if you really want to like just don't give a shit about like quality. But yeah, this is like the technology used like even in a commercial setting. It's like, yeah, you have a big ass projector at the other end of an auditorium that sits like 1,000 people. It's like this is what they do to get like, you know, like run like video from like a PC like behind like the booth in the back of the auditorium, like up into the rafters and like to the projector or whatever it is. I'm planning on redoing the whole network for my place, and that'll be something pretty sick. Yeah, I'll have to show you guys actually my setup. I'll have to do an updated like setup. I'm gonna post on YouTube, you guys, like to show you what like my setup is in my office, and then the entertainment center in the living room, like when I'm gaming in there. And I'll kind of go over like just, you know, like this. But yeah, basically my TV is my fourth monitor because it's always connected. So my computer will detect my PC as a fourth monitor. So again, when I go to play in the living room, it's like I'm playing on my PC with on a controller. So if I want to do some couch gaming with emulation or PC games that support controller play, it's like that's how you do it. The other way around though, now this works just for PCs, is Parsec. Mason, if you're still listening here in chat and the old fashioned hasn't taken you out yet, Mason can attest to Parsec is pretty much like it's very doable. Parsec is great. It's just you're sort of restricted to like 1080p. But if you're playing like most stuff, like you're not gonna like really care about like it's not. I mean, Mason, you saw it, like picture clarity, input latency over Parsec, like remote connecting to your PC from like your laptops around your house. It's like if you got good internet, you probably wouldn't notice unless anybody said like, do you see how it looks like not as good on your TV, but it looks kind of better like at your actual PC? Like you probably won't notice it. I mean, like everybody's coming to my house, and I went before I had this set up when I was connecting over Parsec to play my games in the living room. You wouldn't notice it, but that is the other option too, you guys. You want to play your PC with a controller from another room without doing this? You want Parsec? No, you don't want Steam. You don't want Steam. You don't want Moonlight. I've done the research. Parsec is the best one. See, here's the thing. Steam actually doesn't use like any like external servers. It runs off like your own like LAN network. But Parsec is a lot like Shadow PC, where they have like their own proprietary encoding decoding on the server end. And get this, on their server end, their decode encoding is actually quicker than your own LAN network, because that's what Steam Remote Play uses. Steam doesn't like connect you over the internet and then back in through your house to your device. It connects over LAN. But the argument is even if you're on like wired LAN, like your Steam, like let's say like you actually used like the like the Steam, what was it, the Remote Play, whatever it is, like on your TV, wherever it might be, your Fire TV stick, your Apple TV, and let's say you're a hardwired LAN, the results are that Parsec is still quicker in terms of latency with its encoding and decoding than on your own LAN network, even if you had a fast one. What? You left it on the sink in that room. You remember that? The white Cheez-Its, right? I gave it to you. No, you grabbed it and then you got distracted and put it down in the sink. LAN always better. That's what I'm using my self-hosted library application. Working on. Yes, but in the context of Parsec remote connecting and playing your games, Parsec actually still wins. But yes, LAN is always better. Oh wow, he's still going. What's up, Kevin? At this point, we're just chilling and talking. But anyways, yeah, Squishy, look into getting something like this. This is superior than just running an extra long. There we go. Yeah, this is superior than just running a extra long HDMI cable. And then an extra long USB 3.0 extender cable or some crap like that. Let's see. The SHL app I'm working on should hopefully be a really useful application for anyone who does LAN sessions with friends on other Windows OS from 98 to 11. 95 has some issues at the moment I gotta work out. Okay, for sure. Let's see, this might be the article I was talking about. Let's see. Frame rate test, Steam in-home streaming versus Parsec on a local network. We've previously analyzed the performance of our gaming streaming product, Parsec versus Steam in-home streaming, plus a VPN. Steam plus VPN over the internet. This setup is your only option for accessing your gaming PC using Steam's streaming product while you're outside your home. There's also the default method for hacking cloud gaming on Amazon Web Services with Steam. In that test, we demonstrate how Parsec is much more consistently hitting 16.67 milliseconds per frame for a consistent 60 FPS gaming experience over the internet. Consistently hitting 16.67 milliseconds is extremely important for the perception of latency and smoothness of gaming with a low latency streaming protocol like Parsec. To make low latency gaming possible over the internet, we've built a ton of technology, including our own networking protocol. Parsec supports LAN and WAN streaming out of the box, so naturally we wanted to test how our software would perform versus Steam on LAN. This eliminates the hacks required with the VPN and focuses attention purely on the performance of the two product streaming capabilities. Honestly, we were surprised by the results again. Parsec is far more consistent than Steam in the LAN at hitting 16.67 milliseconds between each frame. We are big fans of Steam and we're expecting to just match the performance rather than way outperform them on this measure. It's important to note we were only testing frame delivery latency and consistency. We did not test video quality or other measures of performance. The results. Parsec is much more consistent than Steam streaming on your local area network. You can also see in the graph below that Parsec is much more likely to hit 16.67 milliseconds between each frame. The spiky nature of this density curve means that there is much higher likelihood you'll get frames at 16.67 milliseconds. Using Parsec, the total area under both curves is 1. The The graph combines a test with grid with the frame rate testing feature in Tomb Raider 2013. The results, are below. It says the testing environment. It says the games were run on a Windows 10 device on an Intel. Yada 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 that. All tests were conducted in 1080p with a maximum bandwidth setting of 30 megabits per second. The client service, measuring their frames and rendering the stream, is a Windows 10 computer with an i7 1070. The local network has a 1 gigabit per second of fiber. We enabled NVIDIA encoding in the in Steam settings as well. We used fraps to capture the data. Grid data was captured running the same section of a track over a 1 minute interval with each protocol. The Tomb Raider 2013 data was produced using the frame rate test feature in the game. The HDMI extender is pricey, but will be worth getting later down the line. $417. Wow, that's expensive. Steam Link, that's what it's called. I actually have a, it's funny, I actually have an actual physical Steam Link still in my closet. Now they have Steam Link built in as apps on, like, TVs and even, like, stream devices like Apple TV. Steam was built into Teslas for a while. Dude, that'd be sick. Could you imagine Steam, like Steam Remote playing from your Tesla? It's like, imagine being in a passenger seat and you just, like, remote connect to your, like, PC at your house. Dude. That'd be insane. Like, in passenger seat, just, like, chilling. Playing some games from your PC at your home. That would be sick. That would be. That's actually, when I go on vacation or out of town, I actually connect to my main PC from my laptop using Parsec. Just look in here. Ugh. Yeah, can you believe it? They finally brought COD to Game Pass. After Battlefield, you should play through all the Rockstar games. Dude, I'm down. I'm down to play through all the GTA games. As well as, like, Red Dead. So, speaking of Red Dead, do you know what I'm playing right now on Game Pass? Let me see. It doesn't show it here because it's not cloud capable, but I'm actually playing Red Dead Revolver. Which is the first Red Dead game on the OG Xbox.
I just played every single Rockstar game ever, which includes some of history's most important video games across 30 years. So let's find out just how much Rockstar's games have changed, starting with the original Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah, that includes Max Payne, dude.
Releases in November of 1997.
Dude, I played Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2. Mason, do you remember you burned those games for me?
It's your call. Didn't just make
those were hard to play.
Launch title.
It was not fun playing. Grand Theft Auto was like top down. But dude, Max Payne. Mason, you remember when you got Max Payne? Remember when you got Max Payne from Best Buy and then burned it and then did no CD? And then took it back. Am I allowed to talk like that? Are the feds gonna come after us? Am I guilty by association, Mason? Wow. Imagine, dude, playing all these, bro. Dude, I got a question. Spooks. Or, sorry, Squishy. Are there 2 achievement sets for GTA 5 on the 360 and the Xbox One? I think there are. Okay, sweet. Same with the Xbox One, the Series X. That is sweet. Just so you guys know, I am eventually going to get a Series X and a PS5. I guess what I tried to make clear was just like I had no motivation, and objectively, there's no reason for me to buy those because all the main multi-plat stuff, like it would just be unwise of me to do it to like get those consoles and get them and then not scale on the PC. But from the collector's side and wanting to play stuff side, I'm still eventually going to get a PS5 and a Xbox Series X. Been kind of waiting for the Pro versions to come out that they've been rumoring about. Like there's like a PS5 Pro and the Xbox Series X Pro or something like that. I kind of want to get the mid-gen refresh because that's what I did with the Xbox One. I have an Xbox One S. Which is like a mid-gen refresh of the Xbox One, so I kind of want to do the same thing with the PlayStation. Now with the PlayStation, I actually went with the Slim. I did not get the PS4 Pro. So when the Pro and Slim came out, I actually just ended up getting a Slim. I didn't care for the whole like Pro versus non-Pro. It's like whatever, that wasn't important to me. I got the Xbox One S because if I'm not mistaken, it just that became the new standard. They just like stopped selling. Yeah, it's a little different with the Xbox, right? Because it's like I got the Xbox One S because they were phasing out the older Xbox One. It's like Xbox One S became the that's what the Xbox was. Now when the Xbox One X came out though, they were still, if I'm not mistaken, selling them both side by side, and they didn't do the whole phasing out of the One S. But when the One S came out, they phased out the One because it was just, now if you want an Xbox, you get the One S. For PlayStation, it was, you got the Slim and the Pro, and I was like, I'll take a Slim. Doesn't matter. I know PS5 Pro will be a thing. No idea for Xbox. I feel like the S is the slow, cheap one, and X is the Pro. The one, it's funny, is the One S actually was more powerful than the normal one. It was able to upscale to 4K. So the One X played natively at 4K. The One S upscaled to 4K, and then of course the Xbox One, if I'm not mistaken, was just 1080p. So if titles had the ability to be played at 4K, it would upscale to 4K. Obviously, it didn't look as good as naturally playing 4K as the One X did, but if you had titles that took advantage of the 4K upscale, the One S would do it. But the regular one did not have those capabilities. S was native 1440 and upscaled to 4K. OG was 1080p and native 4K thing. Yeah, native. Yeah, and the One S was really nice because they made it thinner, and then that's when they came out with like bigger storage too. Like I think mine's a 1 terabyte, and at the time they were not offering that size with the normal Xbox One. Ugh. Anyways, I think it's time to wrap it up, folks. We've been streaming for 2 hours, 56 minutes, and 39 seconds. It was a fun, different stream tonight. Kind of free-flowing. Sometimes I like those streams. Sometimes it's like playing a game and then we're on a topic and it's like, oh, let's look it up and watch this or read about it. Back and forth. Instead of just a hardcore, playing a game all stream, hardcore, in singular linear direction, do not stray from path. It's sometimes it's just fun to talk. Oh, Mason, we need your help. I should be able to catch more streams after tomorrow, but I'm working on assessments lately and finishing them today and tomorrow. Nice. That'd be cool, man. So you have an Xbox One, right, Squishy? Which one do you have? Yeah, you have the OG one. Okay. Kevin George. Good night, Janie. Good night, Kevin. Anyways, y'all, have a good one. Sorry, I need to ban those bots. Have a good one, you guys. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you just hanging out. Appreciate you spending time. Anyways, guys, I will see y'all later. Hopefully tomorrow night. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, Squishy. Kevin, enjoy the rest of your night. Mason, Nate Esser, CJ. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, and hopefully I'll see you guys later.